welcome back to my channel. I'm Jessica, and today I have my makeup rehab for you. This is an interesting month because if you watched my recent empties video, you know that I didn't have the most fantastic empties month. I only finished 15 products, which isn't too bad. It's just not exceptionally good. And of course I didn't meet my monetary goals, but again, not worried about that. So yeah, I only had 15 empties. So I was a little concerned about how my makeup rehab was gonna turn out. So I'm gonna show you how it turned out. First, let's get into the premise of my makeup rehab. This is my second year doing it. Last year was kind of like a jumping off point where I was giving myself a point for everything that I finished and everything that I either purchased, got as a gift, got as PR, whatever, I took a point away. So if it was, say it was a blush and bronzer duo, that would cost me 2 points because it's 2 different pans. 10 pan palette would cost me 10 points, so on and so forth. If I finished up a shadow in a palette, just 1 pan of shadow, I would get a point back. Hope that makes sense. Last year, I gave myself a half a point for every pan that I finished, so it would take me 2 pans hit to get a full point. And then I changed that for this year at the beginning of the year where I would have to hit 4 pans in order to get a point back. Well, a few months ago, I decided I really just didn't need that. So I kind of cut the pans out altogether and I'm doing a 1-for-1. So at least my collection won't grow at all. So now I don't even really track when I hit pans, which is fine because, you know, they're all going to eventually be empties anyway. So I am only counting what I am actually finishing, what I am purchasing, getting in PR, and getting as gifts. And that is on a 1-to-1 basis. I may change that next year, but for right now, for the rest of this year, I'm pretty sure I'm just going to keep it on a 1-to-1 basis. So for last month's rehab, I ended with 21.5 points, not too shabby, and that half point came in because, like I said, of the pans and stuff like that I had previously done. I had a half a point that carried over, but then, you know, I was getting some pans in the beginning of the month, and then not so much. So I still have that wonky half a point. I'm not sure what I'm going to do with that one, but I digress. It's in there, so I'm just going to keep it there. So with my 21.5 points that I started this month with, I had 15 empties, so that brought me 15 more points to play with, which, I mean, it's not too shabby. And then I made no purchases, which is good. I was not gifted anything because there was no holidays for me, and you know, I'm good with that. No declutters, thankfully. And I have only gotten one thing in PR. There was a bunch of things that I turned down that I just didn't want, didn't seem like they would be the right products for me. One thing that I did get, and I'm very happy because I know it is one that I will use. This one is from Bare Minerals. It is the original mineral veil, but notice it's in a rectangular packaging. It is actually the flow-through brush, so hopefully you can see the powder is going to come through here. I remember way back in the day they had these kind of brushes. They were not the greatest. They were the natural bristles, and I felt like they didn't really flow through the way they should. And I haven't used this one yet, but with the powder already being on the tip of the brush, I feel like this is probably going to work a little bit better with the synthetic brush. So I'm very excited for that. So my 21.5 plus 15 points minus 1 point for my one and only PR item. I am currently sitting at 35.5 points, which I'm very pleased with. I do know that I will have some PR products coming in probably within the next week or two, just depending on how the whole shipping thing goes. I'm getting some things from Elemis that I know about. One thing from Fresh. I feel like there's something else that I'm getting, but I don't really remember because, you know, this is my brain. And I can look. Nope, it's just Elemis and Fresh that I know of so far. So we'll see how those points shake out. But for right now, sitting at 35.5 points, I am very encouraged. I think that I probably will definitely have enough of a cushion that it's not going to be too detrimental. And there was a bunch of things that I was hoping I was going to finish in May that are going to finish in early June. Some things that are already like this close. So I do think that I'm going to have a fairly decent June for empties, so I'm hoping that we can keep the PR to a minimum. I can't think of anything that I need to purchase right now, so that is not anything that is, something that I'm thinking about. So if we can keep it on track, that would be really nice. I would love to bank a ton of points because that means I actually will have less things in my collection, because the way I have it set up right now, one in, one out, it would keep my collection even. But if I'm collecting points, that means I actually have less products in my collection, which overall I think is a very good thing. I could live with the amount of stuff that I have now, but I would theoretically like to have less. So if I can do that, that's cool. And I guess we'll just go from there. If you are doing a makeup rehab, let me know. I will come check you out and give you some support. But right now, I feel like I am doing pretty a-okay. Please don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And until I see you on my next video, have a beautiful day.